Welcome back to Super Stubborn Animal, the channel where we meet nature's most fearless, most relentless, and, let's be honest, most unreasonably stubborn creatures on the planet. And today we're diving into the life of an animal so bold, so fierce, it's been said to take on lions just because. This is the story of the honey badger, the unshakable little predator who hunts through thorn bushes, bee stings, and even the jaws of death. But how exactly does this creature survive and thrive in the brutal conditions of the African savanna? The African savanna is not a forgiving place. Scorching heat, scarce water, dangerous predators. It's the kind of environment that tests every living thing. But the honey badger doesn't just survive here, it dominates. With a body built like a tank, the honey badger has thick skin, sharp claws, and a bite strong enough to crack bones. But its most dangerous weapon isn't physical, it's mental. Honey badgers are cunning, calculating hunters. They don't rely on brute force alone. They strategize, adapt, and sometimes even cooperate, not with other badgers, but with birds. In the wilds of Kenya's Tsavo National Park, pale chanting goshawks are often seen tailing honey badgers like loyal sidekicks. The reason? Teamwork. As badgers sniff and dig for prey, they flush out rodents and insects, and the goshawk swoops in for the kill. Is it intentional teamwork or just clever opportunism? No one knows for sure, but one thing is clear. Honey badgers play a central role in this strange hunting duo. If you want to understand what makes a honey badger truly unhinged, watch it raid a beehive. Imagine this. You're diving headfirst into a swarm of African killer bees known to sting animals and humans to death. And why? For honey. Not just any honey. Rich, protein-packed honeycomb filled with larvae, eggs, and golden syrup. Now here's where it gets wild. The honey badger doesn't just steal and run. It fights. It claws its way into tight spaces, brushing off stings that would send most animals running. And yes, it gets stung. A lot. Bees swarm its eyes, ears, and sensitive nose. It yelps in pain. It retreats. But then it goes back, again and again. Some say honey badgers secrete a scent that calms bees. Others believe their thick skin protects them. But most experts agree, the honey badger is simply more stubborn than the pain. After multiple assaults, the badger often returns to the hive well into the night, consuming every drop of honey and every bee larva it can find. No matter the cost. What makes a good hunter in the savanna? Strength? Speed? For honey badgers, the answer is smell. With an olfactory system rivaling bloodhounds, they can sniff out prey underground, including dung beetles buried deep in the soil or mice hiding inside hollow logs. Their noses are so finely tuned they can detect beetle pupae buried beneath several inches of packed earth. In fact, some scientists suspect they use their snorting breath like sonar, a kind of organic echolocation to probe for hidden cavities. And once they know something's there, they dig, fast, relentless, sometimes tearing apart logs weighing over 70 pounds. No hole is too deep, no trail is too faint, no prey is too small. You might think a honey badger saves its energy for small, easy prey, insects, rodents, maybe a sleepy lizard. But that's not always the case. There are reports, even video evidence, of honey badgers squaring off with animals 10 times their size: leopards, hyenas, even lions. Now, to be fair, they don't always win, but they never back down. In one instance, a group of male honey badgers interrupted a leopard feeding on an impala in a tree. While the leopard stepped away to drink, the badgers helped themselves to the leftovers, bold as ever. And when the leopard returned, the badgers held their ground. A scuffle followed. Claws flew, fur scattered. But in the end, the badgers won. The leopard retreated. Not worth the trouble. That's the honey badger way. Not about being the biggest, just about being too much trouble to mess with. Life in the savanna changes fast. When the rains come, dry earth turns to mud, burrows flood, prey scatters. But the honey badger adapts. You'll see them swimming through puddles, hunting soaked insects hiding in logs, even scooping up drowning crickets. If there's food, they'll find it. If there's danger, they'll face it. But here's the twist. Beneath all the fury and stings, honey badgers have a surprisingly tender side. They form pairs. They share dens. Males and females may stay together for days, sometimes even raising young in a termite mound-turned nursery. Inside, the mother gives birth to a single cub, blind, hairless, and completely helpless. For 3 months, the cub stays underground, learning by scent and sound. Then for the first time, it steps outside, into the wild, into the world of bees, snakes, leopards, and storms. But it's not afraid, not with a honey badger as a parent. The honey badger's hunting style is less about elegance and more about persistence. It will dig for hours for a mouse. It will get stung hundreds of times for a mouthful of honey. It will fight off predators twice its size just to eat in peace. It's not fast, it's not stealthy, but it wins because it never ever gives up. In a world where only the strong survive, the honey badger isn't just strong, it's stubborn, it's smart, and it's absolutely fearless. So the next time you hear someone call you stubborn, take it as a compliment. Because in the African savanna, stubborn means survival. Thanks for watching Super Stubborn Animal. If you enjoyed this wild dive into the mind of a honey badger, leave us a like, Drop your favorite part in the comments and subscribe for more unbelievable animal stories. See you in the next episode.